How we are. Back at it again with another video, YouTube episode. It's your one and only Steven UKT80 here. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this with a fellow relative, brother, sister, friend, cousin, things of that nature. Link to my IG is going to be right here. Link to the Cash App to help the channel grow is going to be right there. Today we're going to dive in. This is the last episode I'm dropping on the Travis Hunter situation. I'm going to give y'all some real game, like some real deep game. And I always said, like, I should have been on YouTube a while ago, like way before all them, red pill people, way before all these, even when Kevin Samuels was alive, the late Kevin Samuels, RP his soul, because these are things I already knew, like, but I always just kept them to myself. And I kind of feel like, dang, I should have been on this journey. But let's go. It's never too late to start. And we are. And now we're still growing. So, we're going to take a look at this video right here. And we're going to come back and break it down. And I'm going to really break down the game of how females move and operate through relationships, things of that nature when they're with a high value man or with somebody of that characteristics, or athletes, or somebody who has something going on for his future. And we're going to take a dive into that. So no more of me talking right now. Let's watch the video. We're going to come right back.
An incredible last memory of taking the field with his sons.
I shot my son on Instagram and she dubbed me.
I didn't dub. I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months.
I think I said I love you first on accident though.
Then I dated a black man who's a SoundCloud rapper.
He would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside like partying, and then take us home. Like,
I just hear them wearing my
You said you're gonna cheat on me.
Leave me where I'm at.
Just leave me alone right now, because I've been to college once before. I was a freshman and I did everything and I had fun. I was partying and I changed.
First off, let's take a 5-minute. Nah, that's too long. Let's take a 5 seconds of silence for Travis Hunter right now. Okay, that may be longer than 5 seconds, but yeah, man. It's tough, man. It's tough, and I respect bro. I don't really want to make videos on another brother, but it's sad because he's really not red pill aware. He's really not female nature aware. And you see these with high level athletes, high level people who have money, who have all these things, and they still don't know female nature. And it's sad because you'd be like, dude, don't you understand this? Don't you understand that? But no, most of them out here are getting played by women. Divorce rates are high. Who files for divorce? 80% of women file for divorce. And I'll tell you what, let's break it down. Let's break it down like I promised you guys. Like I tell you. So with this whole situation, I'm not saying all women, but most women are good at playing their part in the beginning of a relationship, a couple years in, 8 months in, year in, 2 years in. They're good at playing their role because they know who they're with. They know who they're with, and they understand that things are about to go up. But once that thing interferes with their emotions, with people in their ears, family members in their ears, friends in their ears, telling them what they can do to take advantage, telling them how they can benefit from this situation, that's when you see things like this start to happen. That's when you see things from their past creep up. And you know why a woman don't like when you speak about her past? It's because that's who she truly is when she's single. A woman when she's single and how she acts when she's single is who ultimately she'll always be for most of the part. Unless she gets with a man who just changes and upgrades her life and she don't look back. But that's rare. So you have to remember that. But back to the situation. Yeah, man. And it's sad because like you'll be like, okay, but Steve, how do you know those videos are real? How do you know some of these? Regardless, what will all right, who's a loyal couple we see that we can actually give them that card? Okay, let's say, okay, Bron and Savannah. Okay, everybody can agree with that, right? LeBron and Savannah been together, high school, all that lovey-dovey-dovey. Great. Regardless of the fact that if that video was this came out that, Bron will still look at Savannah in a different light than he has now. Because he'll be like, dang, but even if you weren't with me, say even if that wasn't at the time that they were together, listen to the breakdown here. You're still going to look at her different because that's in her nature to act upon that way when you aren't in the facility. Especially being caught red-handed like that. Like, there's no way you can't say that's not her. Like, if you're saying that's not her, then you're just in denial. You're delusional at this point because, you know, the tattoos, the look, like, you see her, you know what I'm saying? So that case is already out the way. But back to the LeBron example. If Bron seen Vanna doing something like that, even from the past, he never knew about it, he will definitely be like, okay, Savannah, let's put a little pause on how we've been moving and let me reevaluate the situation and let me rekindle our marriage. Let me rekindle certain things that we've been doing. Let me rekindle certain things that I've been taking you to. Let me rekindle certain things that I've been doing for you. Let me just rekindle so I can get my mind right to really understand of all these years if I've been getting played with. Not saying they'll necessarily go for divorce, go for that because I don't think Bron will be on that type of time because he's already successful and that wouldn't do nothing to him. What would Bron look like paying child support? Like, he loves his kids and the dynamic's already there. But per example, because I'm telling you, this is an example of the strongest relationship that we can say, you know what I'm saying, per se. And this is the one I came up with. So, and even if they did do that, go that route, what a child support to Bron? That's like a penny to the average human. So that's not even the case. But for Travis and for the rest of us who are not even up to Travis's status right now and still working to get there, we have to understand that, okay, you have to vet your women. Like, you really have to vet your women. You got to take not 1 year, not 2 years, not 3 years. What did my brody say? My brody waited 5-6 years to propose to his woman, bro. During the vetting process. He vetted out for 5-6 years. Ain't seen nothing. Ain't seen no signs of nothing. Ain't seen no disrespectful nothing. And yeah, they had their fights. Yeah, they had their moments. But it's really important you vet a woman out because her past comes back, bro. Her past comes back. You know what I'm saying? And as men, we're naturally stronger. We're naturally, more capable of, moving through certain avenues, moving through certain dynamics of the life. But, once a female gets bored, you know what I'm saying? Once they get, I'm bored. I'm bored. We bored. I don't know about y'all. When I'm bored, I'm in the gym. I'm working on my business. I'm doing something to stay occupied. So, I don't have to be like, I'm bored. I'm not saying all, but most of it, I'm bored. So let me just, damn, I remember I did used to mess with Quantavion, and what if Quantavion don't want to text me? Okay, but I remember I did used to mess with Jarrell, but what if Jarrell is bits? How about Keontae? La Charbionde. Damn. oh, Martell should be, see what I'm saying? What they said about, was it? An idle mind is the devil's workshop? And that equates to when you're bored, you tend to go back to bad old habits. You tend to go to parties and make your boyfriend wait in the parking lot until you're done. You tend to be on a Snapchat memory of you making another man a meal during your relationship. You tend to be in another man's bed laying down, which I don't know what they was doing, but who knows what you do in bed, you know what I'm saying? When you're bored, you tend to not really be grateful for the man you have, because he's out there working, he's out there trying to provide for the future, he's out there trying to be the best man he can be, and in the back of the shadows, you're just bored because you can't just sit and admire him working for you. So you're just trying to have fun, I guess. You're trying to have your cake and eat it too. That's what these women will do, bro. Hey, I ain't saying all. Don't come at me. I'm saying most. Man, you can actually come at me. I don't care. Because I'm going to let my youngins know. Because there's some 15, there's some 16, 17, 18, young adults 18 to 25 who need to know this. And even older, imagine the older people who don't know this. In their 30s, 40s, still struggling with this topic. It's like It's like You think you're vetting a woman, you think, yeah. And then you marry her and then boom, she goes back to her bored habits and then you locked in. And then you got to go through that when you're already locked in with it, committed with it, have kids with it. And it's like it's like like, have you ever stubbed your toe? Like when you're walking, you get out of bed. Say you're already mad, for example. I don't really get mad, but say you're mad and then you get out of bed, you stub your toe as soon as you get out of bed and it's cold. You're gonna be like, That's the same feeling you're gonna have when you don't vet a woman and you let her run over you doing whatever behind your back while you're over there trying to provide, while you're over there trying to be the best man you can be, while you're thinking that she's just, chilling, laying, and just being a princess, while you just trying to be the best version of yourself, you know what I'm saying? And not saying that you're all perfect, not saying that we don't make mistakes as well, but we know that we don't lead with emotions when we're moving throughout here. So it's like, it's different, you know what I'm saying? If you catch, your girl in another man's bed, like you're like, bro, what? Like, for my guys who go through this, you're like, dang, this guy made her submit to him, submit to laying in his bed, and do who knows what. Like, so it's kind of a different dynamic when it comes to that. Not saying that it's right on either end, but that dynamic kind of, just like the stub the toe example, it's kind of you're gonna be in a more when you catch you're doing what she did to Travis, doing that. If it was on the other hand, if Travis was doing that because she knows that he has the capabilities of getting other women, getting other, attention from other women because of who he is, Travis. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean Travis is gonna submit to her. Doesn't mean Travis is gonna fall in love with those other girls. Doesn't mean Travis is gonna want to lock a relationship with the other girl, opposed to the other woman thinking that it's the same. It's not the same. Because if your woman cheat on you, bro, she emotionally have invested in that other man and is assuming that he will then take over the relationship and replace you. And for the most part, for the fellas, not saying I partake in it, when they do it, it's just the thing that's in the way. They're just in the way. That don't mean that they're gonna love her. That don't mean that they're gonna make him his wife. That don't mean that he's gonna try to move her in. Nah, because a man still got a purpose to do. A man still got a purpose, a vision. You know what I'm saying? So it's two different dynamics. You gotta understand that. So make sure you watch out with that. So back onto the Travis Hunter situation. Yeah, man, it's a very sad situation. We seen how he deactivated his account We've seen how he's starting to wake up. Yeah, he's starting to wake up. You know, he's a smart kid. You know, good grades. Like he was really a square. Like he was really like, and I think that's what made him go so far in life, because he was just like not into like the real world, like the popular stuff, like the thing. And I congratulate his parents, whoever his parents are, to keep him on that narrow path, but they still didn't teach him female nature, which is very detrimental. Through all that he had, can bring him back, because that can play with a mental. That can play with your mental if you've never been through your first heartbreak and you're so successful. You know what I'm saying? That can make somebody really crash out. And not saying Travis crashing out. He still look like he's happy, smiling. I seen him do that dunk contest. Man, that man is a freak of nature, man. But they do say people hide their pain through smiles. Not me though. But man, I just pray on it. You know, that's all we can do. Pray that he does take that prenup. Pray that he probably just leaves her, because you don't want to see no videos of your chick just out here like that. Like, regardless, like you don't want to see that. That's like really, like, that's probably the most embarrassing thing in this planet, physically. Other than, yeah, that's probably number one. Okay, that's probably number one. That's probably the most embarrassing thing to go through. Like, being the laughing stock and you're in the first stock of being drafted. Like, it's like a win-lose. It's like, yeah, you're drafted number one, but then your chick is not the one. It's like, damn, bro, like, you really, it's like all that is going to be taken down. All his fame is going to be taken down because of his chick doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's how serious it is. That's how serious people look. Not saying you're supposed to care what people think, but you should care about how your wife is, how your future woman is with you, standing next to you, because she is a physical representation of you. Let me say that again. Your spouse is a physical, mentally, financially, I can say that, representation of you. So if they see her acting like that, it's going to be different for Travis, though, because Travis doesn't have a rap sheet of that type of nature. So they can't just say, oh, she does that, so you do that too. But for Travis, what they're going to do is, oh, your wife is on that? Okay, bet. We're not going to respect you. When I'm lining up against you, I'm going to get in your head and say, yeah, bro, that's why I was with your da-da-da-da-da. And I da-da-da-da-da. And that can really play with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can say, but the Steve, that can motivate him to go crazy. That's the motivation you want, though? Come on now. That's not the type of motivation you want to go crazy in a game. Somebody saying, yo, bro, I was with your chick last night. I was da-da-da-da. Even though if it's not true, but you be like, dang, I've seen so many videos already. Maybe it is true. So you're just going to be like, damn, like, I don't know. I just hope he really wakes up. I really hope what I really hope he does is just vet her out nicely and just leave, bro. Just leave, bro. Because it's going to be detrimental to his success. Severely, because you go to the red gallery carpet, you have to bring your spouse. You go to the ESPYs, you're going to bring your spouse. You go to ESPN Worldwide National Television Conventions, you're going to have to bring your spouse. Any red carpet scenery, any ballroom scenery, any high-end level stuff that, you know, I was fortunate to be going to when I was younger because of my late uncle who passed, who was with us. And I see it. Everybody brings their spouse. Everybody comes together. Everybody is with two. So you got to make sure your two is in alignment with you. And if she's not, get her up out of here. It's your boy, Steven UKT80, man. Another great episode. I hope this made some impact and put a dent in your brain about the female you choose to take serious. I hope this sheds some light on that Travis Hunter situation. I hope this clarified why they're going through this. I also hope that you're staying blessed and staying well and hitting the gym, reading your word, and 2025, the year of application. And let's get it, man. I'm out.